Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Rosses all around the world. Black Ops 2020 Black Ops reboot is leaked. The leaks came out, I don't know, probably a week ago, around that time, whatever. Um, some interesting stuff. Listen, I'm not shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was even saying this last year on Twitter. When I seen Modern Warfare get rebooted, I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. They're just gonna go ahead and reboot everything. They're gonna reboot Black Ops because obviously list off the new Call of Duty games that they tried that didn't sell well. Ghost, Infinite Warfare, World War II, Advanced Warfare. None of them sold. What continued to sell was games like Black Ops. It was a name that people knew. It was a successful Call of Duty title. So those sold well. Let me turn off my air conditioner. Too loud, too loud. But yeah, those sold well because it was a name that people knew. Black Ops, it was a successful Call of Duty title. And so they rebooted Modern Warfare. People thought it was going to be Modern Warfare 4. They rebooted it, which was the smart thing to do. I would rather have a Black Ops reboot than a Black Ops 5. I want to, if you're going to do it, reboot it. I'm not really too concerned about the campaign and stuff. I don't really care about Call of Duty campaigns. The only Call of Duty campaigns that I loved were Black Ops 1 and 2. But I don't really care about Call of Duty campaigns, so I'm not going to talk about that. But they did give us, but the leaks did have some zombies information. Now we're going to get into that because, as you know, I'm a zombies fanatic. And Lee Ross is going to make the greatest game ever. I'm just joking. Again, let's not overhype this game. I'm kind of worried. I'm not going to lie. These leaks, if true, skeptical, to say the least. Skeptical. More serious, Vietnam, less fantasy. Words that kind of worry me when it comes to what we're talking about, Treyarch zombies. When you think of Treyarch zombies, you're on the screen watching me use the Apothicon Servant, on Revelations, a map in outer space or wherever it is, and big giant blue weaponized or element 115 sun going against the Apothicons. Yeah, apparently Activision was like, you know what? We don't want this. We don't want a giant squid monsters and giant, that we don't want that anymore. We kind of want to go back to less serious, or no, not less serious, but like more serious is the word I'm looking for. Like, hey, kind of tone down the fantasy stuff. You kind of focus on the zombies again. My biggest thing is I don't want World War II zombies redone. Like, I don't want that, like, I think that Treyarch Zombies has a special feeling to it and a special vibe, and if you try to go gritty and try to do all that stuff, I just feel like you're going to have a copy of World War II Zombies. You've got to still keep that Treyarch DNA, and I'm kind of concerned, because apparently it is an Ether reboot, which I know I said I wanted that in my last video, and I still sort of do, but I also kind of wouldn't mind to have the Chaos Story continue. Because Ancient Evil, the last Chaos Story map, was a fantastic map. And the story in that map really set us up for something special. So we finally had a vision for what that game would look like. If the Chaos Story continued, we kind of had a vision for who our enemy was. We were literally going against Medusa. She was trying to open the great library of Alexandria. Like all of this great mythology. Like the final map, Ancient Evil, was taking place in the ancient city of Delphi. You go to the underworld place, you see the Titan, you use the Ravens of Zeus or whatever to open the Pack-a-Punch. It was, man, like awesome. Like this was great stuff, and I want that to continue in a way. Like I don't want to see it just go away and never see Chaos again. But I kind of feel like we are. I also don't want a scenario like we had with Black Ops 4, where we have two stories going on, because let's be honest, Treyarch kind of killed the Chaos Story themselves. They tried to give people a new story when the Ether story hadn't even wrapped up yet. This 10-year story that people loved haven't even finished yet, and they tried to put the Chaos Story in there. So focus on one or the other. If you're doing an Ether reboot, fine, do an Ether reboot. I just worry that it's not going to be as well planned out. Blundell has said publicly that they've been thinking about and planning out the Chaos Story since around BO2. So a lot of thought, a lot of planning went into that story. And to kind of just quickly, oh, we got to make an Ether reboot. Let's hurry up. Because they've got a short, 2 years. They had 2 years to make this game, a game that they weren't even supposed to make. It's worrisome, ladies and gentlemen. But there's a man at the job that we have no fear. Lee Ross is here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just joking. They haven't made it official. I hope they do. Listen, man, it's going to suck if Lee Ross isn't the guy. Because we've all been kind of telling ourselves that Lee Ross is the guy. Because it just makes sense. He's already there at Treyarch, and he's led a zombies team. He won the community over with Director's Cut in Infinite Warfare. So he has had success at the position. Why not Lee Ross? I mean, why not? The man puts the community first. He did a lot of community-driven things in Infinite Warfare. Why not Lee Ross? Let him do it. Keep Craig Houston on to write the story. I would be very worried if Craig Houston wasn't there, but apparently from the leaks he is still there. I'm pretty sure from what I heard he's still at Treyarch. Keep Craig Houston, let him write the story, and let Lee Ross be our director. Man, that's exciting. Obviously we still salute Blundell for all that he did, but I think a new voice, new ideas from Lee Ross, I think could be good for this mode. Man, I would talk about the story, but I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know, what an Ether reboot. I for sure don't want to play as the classic crew again. I love them, but we've played as them for 10 years, and I want them to have a break. I don't want to play as Rick Toffin or any of them again. It's fine if they're in the story, it's fine if they're extras in the world, but I do not want to play as them anymore. We've played as them enough. Give us a new set of characters. It's because again, with an Ether reboot, you've really got to watch out, because this is why I think that the Chaos story needs to at least be the zombies story in this game. Because if you look at something like God of War, when the God of War reboot came around, it was so fresh because we hadn't got God of War for a little bit, and this was such a unique take. So if you do the Ether reboot, it would make more sense if we had at least one game of Chaos. That way people would kind of start missing the Ether story a little bit more. Because we literally just had Ether in this game. If they do reboot it in this game, which, like I said, according to the leaks, that's what it is, hopefully they kind of take a different direction with it. I don't know. Maybe they try to merge the Chaos story into it. Maybe, I don't think they would do that. I don't want them to do that. Because what do you do with an Ether reboot? Because if it's an Ether reboot, you've got to keep a lot of the same elements of the Ether story. And so what do you do? Do you stick with the Group 935? Maybe do you do something different? Maybe make Division 9 the ultimate, because Group 935 was the main group, and then everyone else was doing kind of what their own version of what Group 935 was doing. I don't know, I don't know. I really don't. Honestly, according to the leaks, it is a Vietnam map. That's the first map. It's going to be in Vietnam. It doesn't sound like Chaos Story, I can tell you that, so I don't know. If you're watching this video and you're a Zombies fan and you made it this far, comment below what you think they should do with zombies in this game. I'm excited. I'm not saying, I am excited. I am excited about this game. I just don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the Ether story reboot's going to look like. I don't know if Chaos is ever going to come back. I guess we're going to find out pretty soon. Once we see the reveal trailer, it's probably not going to have zombies in it. Doesn't seem like Activision is really focusing on zombies right now. The budget is very low. So I don't know when we're going to see zombies, but hopefully it's good, man. Hopefully we have a good year of Treyarch zombies. It's not going to be BO3. Please don't overhype this game, but hopefully it is the start of something great. Lee Ross, legend, we're cheering for you. You're the best.